Cab ride from the airport, $60. Tickets in the home run section of the outfield, $200. Walking away with home run number 756, priceless.
Well, I'm here with Matt Murphy, who caught Barry Bonds' home run number 756, become quite a bit of a celebrity.
That's what I've been hearing.
So tell me about it. What was it like? Start your day for me. You head over to the stadium. Were you even thinking about getting the ball?
Yeah, at that point, we were just more excited to be in the stadium for the home run. We've been tracking it. We had the tickets 3 weeks in advance, and we were pretty much just hoping that he didn't hit the home run before we got there.
So when you go about getting tickets, right? You didn't have tickets till you got to the game, is that right?
No, we had tickets 3 weeks before. A StubHub-esque type site. We paid out the nose for 2 seats in the outfield, and I guess it just worked out for us that way.
Did you give a lot of thought into those seats?
We kind of did. We strategized with the stadium maps, and the possible tickets we could have had, and we kind of just said outfield, parenthesis home run territory. We'll be in the stadium at least.
So now you were there with your buddy, right?
I was.
Was there a lot of talk back and forth, strategy, how you're going to get the ball, if you're going to get the ball? I guess you made some kind of deal.
We were joking around on the way to the game. It's going to take both of us to get that ball out of that stadium. One person catches it, the other person blocks. We don't fight over it. If I have to, I'll lift you up and you grab it.
But it went way beyond joking because you actually made a deal, right?
Yeah.
That now becomes very relevant.
I made a deal with him. It was 51%, 49%. And we actually made a deal with the cab driver because the fare was so ridiculously high from the airport to the original hotel. We were driving by the stadium, and I said, "Hey, Barry, you think Barry's going to hit it tonight?" He said, maybe. We have tickets. If we're going to be the ones to catch the ball, I'll give you about $3,000. But you got to let the $60 cab fare disappear right now.
No, you didn't pay a cab fare.
We did pay the cab fare, but if we didn't, he'd have $3,000 right now.
But he didn't make the deal. You tried to cut a deal. Oh, interesting. So you're out there. So tell me about it. The ball. Give me exactly what happens.
We see it tracking. Lands about 30 feet over to my right behind me. Hits off of a Giants fan's finger. Bounces, and it's about 10 feet behind me now. And I saw my opportunity, didn't hesitate, and dove.
Mm-hmm. Well, what did you dive into? Did you dive on the ground? Did you dive into a pile?
Right into the bleachers. I was the first. I was the beginning of the pile, from what I hear. Just scooped the ball, pulled it in, and braced my face for impact on the seats.
So you're laying on your back?
On my back. I didn't have time to belly over.
And the ball so you got the ball covered.
I've got the ball covered with my hands. No one else can touch it. They were kind of playing hot potato with me, hands on top of hands.
Well, did they know you had the ball?
I was screaming, "I have the ball, get off me." So if that's not enough.
That doesn't seem like a great thing to be screaming when you're sitting on a ball that's still up for grabs.
Someone has it.
So did they ever actually come close to prying that ball loose?
Not even close. No, I wasn't. I was taking rib shots, all types of insults before the game, and I was leaving with it if I had that chance.
Now your buddy there, was he earning his keep? What did he do while you're underneath this pile?
He was pulling the pile.
Yeah.
He was kind of reducing the pile for me, and that helped out.
Now I heard you got bloodied as part of the incident.
A little bit.
Tell me about the casualties. How bad was it?
Not too bad. A couple of bruises, bloody nose. Sore ankle. Couldn't walk for a little while, but it was all worth it in the end, I guess.
Okay, so you're under the pile. They finally pull everybody off, and I guess the cops join you.
Oh, yeah, they helped. Yeah.
So what happened? Where did they take you?
The grounds crew area, originally, and they took me down there where the grounds crew office, took some pictures.
What kind of reaction are you getting from the fans as they're walking you out?
The fans, they hated me going in, and I think they loved me going out.
Uh-huh.
I think they were more just caught up in the moment. And we were taken to the grounds crew area, took some pictures, authenticated the ball, and we were escorted back to our new hotel.
Tell me about the authenticating of the ball. I heard it got a little bit interesting. So what really goes on there?
Well, I was introduced to some Giants officials, and they introduced me to the MLB authenticator, and he asked me, could I see the ball? I said, all right, no problem. Handed him the ball, looking it over, making sure it's the real thing. I didn't pull a switch. It was. Puts a sticker on it, like a hologram sticker. And he asks me, can you leave the room? And I look at the SFPD was still in the room with me. I look at them, they look at me. No. I guess he drew a little something on the ball just to, make sure that's the real thing.
So the authenticators wanted to authenticate the ball without you
Without
knowing
me
necessarily
knowing
how they
exactly
did it.
what he did. It's standard, but there's no way I'm leaving anyone alone with that.
Okay, so you don't leave the ball out of your sight. You're holding on to this ball. So now what happens? It's been authenticated. Do the cops stay with you? Where do you go from there?
I was introduced to some more cops undercover, higher up, and they offered to, if you wanted to stay for the press conference, and we'll escort you out after it's over. I said, I think it'd be better if we just left now before they find out where I'm staying. And then we switched hotels and names.
So what happened? Now, I heard that somebody got you a suite at a hotel,
Yeah.
which you initially thought was a very nice gesture.
Say, we got you a suite. So I'm immediately, happy. All right, we got a place to stay tonight. It's safe, and it's a hotel suite. We later found out that got to the front desk. Front desk is, all right, I just need a credit card for the room. I look at the cops. They look back at me. I realized they just booked the room. They didn't. They're not paying for it.
Okay, so now you get to the hotel room. You got this ball. Are the cops still with you?
No, they left. They introduced me to hotel security, and I think they pretty much blocked off the floor, assured me that everything would be safe and I wouldn't be bothered.
No, but who knew you had the ball? So now that hotel's secured, that had to be a little nerve-wracking. That a lot of
I was kind of nervous about that. I took the proper measures, though. I sat in front of the door most of the night, had a couple of bottles of champagne, and had a little safe, hotel safe, and kept changing the combination about every half hour.
While you were sitting in front of the safe, you kept changing the combination?
Very paranoid. Even at my own friend who had a stake in it, just like, tell me the combination. You can't. No, just kept changing it.
So in the morning, what happens? So you get your ball. Where do you go? Where do you go? What's your first stop?
We went to the HSBC Bank in San Francisco. Filled out a couple of slips, insurance policy on the safe deposit box. And then right after that, shake the cops' hands, thank you for everything, and went our separate ways.
Now, you were off to Australia, is that right?
Yes, that night we were supposed to leave.
And how long were you going to Australia for?
About 15 days, 14 days.
So during this time frame, you must be trying to decide what you're going to do with the ball, right?
Yeah.
You're in Australia, you got this ball sitting back home. Do you have an idea in your mind what it must be worth?
I originally thought, bigger than McGuire. Bigger than McGuire, $4-5 million. I was immediately shot down when I spoke to the right people.
So when did you make up your mind that you're going to sell the ball?
I say about 5 days left in the vacation. I decided that I'm going to, in my best interests, and in the best interest of the ball even, to sell it. Because if I had kept it, it would be in a bank vault. I don't have the security system, I don't have the living room, I don't have the pedestal to put it up on.
And so now you got this split, this 51-49 split, which is probably pretty interesting in its own right.
It is.
These things probably don't always work out perfectly.
Nah.
So how's that going to work? How's that going so far?
Well, yeah, I haven't left the country yet, so he's not he's not sweating.
So where are you at now? So you made the decision to put the ball in the auction.
I did.
And I think right now the ball is presently being auctioned.
On scpauctions.com, yes, it's on auction. It was on auction from the 28th of August to the 15th of September, and Saturday night. That's the I guess the moment, the hour of truth. We'll see how much the history's worth.
Now I hear you're trying to. You don't want to know what it's going for till the last minute. You're trying your best anyway.
I've been trying my best to stay away from the computers, but I can't help other people, whispering in my ear.
And what's the last figure you've seen on it that you know?
I think 250,
Wow.
240.
To about 240,000?
Yeah. And 55 was about 100, I think.
And if it settles up right there, you would be.
More than $200 that I paid for the tickets.
Well, you seem like you have a great attitude on it. I appreciate you talking with Top TV. We look forward to seeing you in Allen Ginter hopefully next year. That would be exciting. And you guys want to speak? So hey, anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Speaking with Top TV.
On September 15, 2007, the ball that Matt Murphy caught sold for $752,467. The new owner of the ball is letting the fans vote on what should happen to it. Option A, bestow it. Give the ball to Cooperstown. Option B, brand it. Burn an asterisk into the ball and then give it to Cooperstown. And option C, banish it. Put the ball on a rocket ship and launch it into orbit.